What's up, fantasy freaks? It's Rob here, back for another NRL fantasy video. Firstly, I forgot to talk about the great win for the mighty Maroons last vid. It was sad to see New South Wales reduced to 12 men so early. That pretty much decided the result. My 2 cents is that Suaalii should have gone for 10 minutes due to the head contact, but any further action should have been taken after the game. It was obviously not intentional as Walsh slipped, and even in slow motion you could see Suaalii changed his shoulder position to be slightly lower at impact in an attempt to miss the head. When a player plays with legal aggression, they shouldn't be penalised for a player slipping. When a tackler hits his head on a hip or a knee, does the attacking player get sent off? No, it's an accident. And for me, this is the exact same scenario. In saying that, I think he could have reduced the impact slightly, and if he didn't have the intent to hurt Walsh, he probably would have. I was telling a mate how hurting your opponents with legal tackles is a legitimate way to increase your team's chances of winning. The ones I don't like are when two guys are holding a player and the third man comes in with intent to hurt, especially a shoulder to the back. That is dangerous and should be ruled out of the game. Queensland was solid, and Hammer was the shining light and should have got man of the match in my opinion. Moving on to the world-class Warriors. They have got over their form slump, winning their last 3, and the squad depth is looking the envy of the league. Across the park we have 2 players that can play every position. That should definitely put them in a strong position come the end of the season. Back to fantasy. It was another poor week for my team. This season is not going well at all. 745 points for a round rank of almost 33k is demoralizing. 11 out of my 17 scored below their average, which is not what I need when I'm burning trades left, right and centre. I had another late injury with Armstrong being ruled out with a quad injury, which forced a 4th trade. I brought in Garrick as a long-term pick with the dual position. Even though he had the Panthers, my trades are low, so I needed to bring in a keeper. He did well, scoring 54, and I think he'll be great value in the weeks to come. My other trade-ins, Hands with 33 was okay. He made 44k, but I was hoping for a bit more. But Lussick came on to take 10 minutes, reducing his output slightly. Let's hope he gets the full 80 this week. Fafita was my captain, and he did Fafita things, starting off slow before finishing strong to get a 63. I finally got a captain pick right. Finally, I brought in Fainu. He scored a very good 49, and again he has the dual position and he is a long-term squad pick. When I saw Seyfarth's better score, I was a little disappointed, but I couldn't take the risk on his job security with the amount of trades I have. And team lists this week have Seyfarth on the bench, so I'm really glad I went with Fainu now. The low light in the team has to be Cooler with his 10 points. Losing the fullback spot was never going to be good, and he is on the chopping block. The other lowlight was Brayley, who got pushed to the bench and only scored 21 in 31 minutes. Not ideal at all, and here's probably a trade now being priced at 40 with a B of 45. He doesn't have much value left. The highlights were 3 of my 4 trade-ins scoring the best in the squad. You can't ask for more than that. The rest of the squad were average, so hopefully they can bounce back with better performances next week. I'm still languishing in 6th, 192 points behind 5th, but I'm hoping holding Hines and Crichton pays off this week, and I can have a big score finally. Just one good week would be nice. Moving on to my trades this week, the Origin result has heavily influenced my trade decision. Because New South Wales lost and Hines wasn't that great, I'm going to hold him and bet that Moses will play the last two Origins. The easier trade out is Fuller, on bye this week and won't play round 15. He has pretty much served his purpose, making me 172k while averaging 52 points. In comes the great cash cow option that is Brendan Hands. I had picked Hands to get the starting spot at the start of the year, and he looked good in the win over the Sharks. So hopefully he can cement that spot and make us some good coin. Mr. Hughes is next on the chopping block with a 50 plus BE, out round 15, and not looking like getting the big minutes to make him worth holding. I'm going to move him on for Alex Safer, who's got the edge spot at the Tigers. He has a BE of 8 and averages 50 in 72 minutes in his 6 games on the edge. Coming off of 52 and 41 in 51 minutes, he has great potential. The Tigers' next bye is in round 26, so it makes sense to get one of them. I just need to hold him until round 20 and then I can upgrade. Finally, Ethan Strange gets the axe for David Fafita. He's made me 209k and it's time to move him on. The big man David Fafita is the number one edge in the game and he's the best captaincy option this week. And with Queensland winning, I'm going to bank on him not playing this series. So the easiest trade out this week is Atkinson. Trindle has avoided any further punishment for his alcohol and drug driving conviction, making Atkinson surplus to requirements. Out with a cashy wing fullback and in with a cashy wing fullback. Sharp looks the goods, and with a -2 BE, he could make 60k if he scores another 50. At worst, he is a cash out so that I can maximize money in my starting team. I've decided I'm only trading out injured players from here on in. It might be too late, but let's see where it gets me. So this is how the team lines up. Grant up top with Harris, Fainu and Plath in the mids. Crichton and Fafita are my edges with Fafita as vice. Hines and Hands in the halves with Hines as my captain. Garrick and Ira in the centres. Drinky, Sharp and Weeks at the back. KPP, Blore and Lukey on the interchange. And I'll loop Brayley and Cooler after their poor performances last week. I really want to trade them to stop the bleeding, but I think just being able to field a full team from here on out is the main goal, so trades are going to be vital. I just wanted to add a segment at the end around the options because so many times I'm creating these videos and then changing my trades as it gets closer to deadline and I weigh up the options. So my trade out options were Brayley. He's not an 80-minute hooker and he's peaked in value. Cooler, he's not playing fullback. Got a B of 40 and averaging 32. And Atkinson with Trindle back in the starting side, he's not really required. He might get one game if Hines maintains the origin for the whole 3 games, but I don't know if it's worth holding him. And trade in target Sharp with a B of -2, as mentioned. He was predicted to get Ponga's spot before he got injured, so that's why I think he's a good option. Aitken with a B of 32, a last 3 average of 68, and he's got good buy coverage. He is overpriced, but we need a gun to get us through this Origin period, and he won't play Origin, so he seems like a great option. And finally, Da Silva. If Uppy gets named for Origin 2, then De Silva will be a great cash out. So that's it for this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you want. I'm guessing the 14 views I got last time, you guys are probably subscribed, so yeah, all good. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.